Get ready to embark on a literary journey like never before. Tune in to the Writer's Blog Talk Show, a book review show that airs on radio, Sunny 88.7 FM, every Saturday at 1 p.m. and on TV. Immerse yourself in a world of literature as we dissect, discuss, and delight in the latest and greatest books across genres. From gripping mysteries to heartwarming tales, we've got your reading list covered. Join us every week as we unravel the pages of captivating novels, explore the minds of brilliant authors, and share insights that will leave you craving your next literary adventure. Whether you're a seasoned bookworm or just diving into the world of stories, the Writer's Blog is the perfect companion for your reading escapades, for children and grown-ups too. Let's make reading a joy for every age. As we celebrate our 5th year this year, we promise you amazing content on radio and TV. Contact the Writer's Blog Talk Show today. 0552 535 036 0552 535 036 or email writersbloggh@gmail.com. Visit our website www.thewritersbloggh.com. On social media, Facebook, Instagram, X or YouTube, The Writer's Blog Talk Show, or at Writer's Blog GH. The Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind. Hello and welcome to the Writer's Blog Talk Show right here on this channel. I'm Vickie Amoah coming to you live from Kappa Cappuccino inside the airport residential area. They have some of the best wachi. They have amazing jollof. They have nice pastries, even sandwiches. When it comes to the best inside Accra here, you should come right here. And details on your screen. Thank you so much, Lady Franca, for doing this with the Writer's Blog. Follow our website, www.thewritersbloggh.com. Check us out on other social media platforms, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, at Writer's Blog GH or The Writer's Blog Talk Show. If you want to be on the show, you want to promote your works, you are a stakeholder within the publishing industry, this is a platform indeed for you. Number on your screen, +233 552 535 036. I told you last week that this is going to be a 2-part series. We've done the Worshipping God in Spirit and Truth, also by Nana Ofori, Nana Ofori. And today we are discussing from this fantastic one, because of Revealing Impact Initiative and all that we are doing. We love this book, Godly Parenting. And it is effective parenting techniques and comprehensive guidelines for raising godly children. When we are back, we are diving straight into this book. Please stay with us. Attention all wordsmiths and storytellers. Are you ready to elevate your literary game? Introducing Reveal Multimedia Limited's editorial services, the one-stop destination for all your writing needs. Are you wrestling with writer's block or time constraints? Fear not. Our team of expert ghostwriters is here to breathe life into your ideas, crafting compelling stories that resonate with your audience. Editing and proofreading precision is our forte. We polish your prose until it sparkles, ensuring every word shines on the page. But that's not all. Need your spoken words captured in text? Our audio-to-text transcription services will transform your voice into written brilliance. And for those seeking a voice that stands out, explore our voice work services, jingles that linger, audiobooks that captivate, commercials that sell, and documentaries that tell tales beyond imagination. Authors, get ready for the spotlight. Our PR experts will launch your book, grant you interviews and promos on the Writer's Blog radio and TV platforms, all tailored to make your book a sensation. Contact Reveal Multimedia Limited today, 0552 535 036 or 0208 428 322. Email revealmultimediagh@gmail.com. Visit our website www.revealmultimediagh.com. Remember, every story deserves to be a masterpiece. We can make that happen. Reveal Multimedia Limited. Dreams come alive. Welcome back. This is the Writer's Blog Talk Show. I'm here with Nana Ofori discussing from his book, Godly Parenting, Effective Parenting Techniques and Comprehensive Guidelines
for raising godly children. Our quote for today, and there's a story that he shared. I think this time I didn't want to give this quote. There's a story he shared about how he visited a school and he gave a talk, and then there was a counseling session, and how the children started opening up to him about things they had done in the past. I wanted to read it, but I would like him to share after I introduce who our guest is. Even though you got to hear about him last week, let me just give you this one. Nana Ofori is a spirit-filled believer in the salvation of Jesus Christ, who pursues an ongoing relationship with God. He has served as an elder of the Church of Pentecost International for over 14 years and spearheaded various initiatives at the district, area, and national levels. Nana Ofori is the founder and national director of the Pinnacle Institute of Global Excellence, a youth-oriented capacity building organization that has impacted the lives of over 3,000 youth globally since 2012. He is the CEO of the Royal Family Construction Limited, a general construction and real estate development firm. He wears plenty caps, not many, but plenty. He is the board chairman of the Prestige Credit Union, as well as ambitious groups of companies. Versed in campus and youth ministry, counseling, leadership, church outreach, management consultation, team building, professional development, and strategic planning, Nana Ofori has dedicated his passion and time to helping multitudes of people live godly lives while discovering and harnessing their God-given potential. He holds a master's degree in human resource development from the University of Cape Coast. He is currently studying law at Gempa. He's married to Dorothy Ofori, and they are blessed with 2 talented sons. Nana, it's good to have you for this part 2 session.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I just want to find out, before you share that story, what inspired you to put together this work?
Okay, thank you very much. I think I studied children a lot. Before I got married, I wanted to understand children. And in school, when I was in the university, my first degree, I studied education.
Okay.
And so I have interest so far as children are concerned. And growing up too, I realized that a lot of people were going wayward. My mother was somebody who was strict, who would lash you when you go wrong. She would, almost all the people I passed through their hands, either they were ordained by God in one way or the other to handle me in specific ways.
Okay.
There was one teacher in JSS who used to give me 5 lashes instead of 3 for the rest. And when I asked, he says, "I know your mother." One of my Sunday school teachers who met me in town. He said, if I'm not going to church, if I don't go to church and he gets there first and I'm not there, he will lash me. He will come home and lash me. So I passed through a lot of people's hands and they groomed me in one way or the other. So when I grew up and I realized that a lot of people were going wayward, I realized that something ought to be done. Parents need to learn about parenting so that they can direct their kids. In the past, people were helping other people to raise their kids, but these days it's not. So why not put together a book that would help parents to get something like a manual to teach their children. Parenting is teaching.
It is.
Yes. So parents needed to get a book that will be a guide for them.
But that story on page 32 really got to me. You do a lot of outreaches, right? You go to schools and stuff, and you talk to children. Some of the revelations I read, shook me. Yes, we've heard stories, but young children trying out what sex is at a very, very tender age, getting into all kinds of vices. Tell us about that before we begin the entire discussion.
Before I even say what is in the book, recently Obama of Angel FM.
Okay.
It was talking about the craze of the age where students are using trauma. So I've decided to get in touch with him to get almost all the things that they discussed so that I can put those things together.
Okay.
Maybe to write a part 2 about the teenage period of the individual, how people should handle the teens. A lot of things are going on in the schools. A lot.
It's scary.
Yeah. One of the boys confessed, as I wrote in the book, that he was introduced to sex by house help. The house help, somebody who was supposed to take care of him, introduced him to sex. Others also said their older siblings introduced them. Some said their aunties. And there are cases of parents introducing their kids to sex. Fathers sleeping with their young daughters, their stepdaughters, and all that. And these things are scary. And if we don't take care, we will end up losing the chunk of our future leaders to so many social vices. And so it is a clarion call for all parents and would-be parents to understand the situation. This thing started a long time ago.
Yeah.
But in our time, it is escalating because of the social media. People are learning so much through the internet, and people, what they do, you can monitor.
Yeah.
So that is the reason why parents must also be godly. The book is Godly Parenting. If you are closer to God, you will be able to bring out the best.
Find a way around what is happening. Well, the book, it's about 11 chapters, 165 actually pages. But what is parenting? And for us as believers and Christians, what is godly parenting?
So parenting means the upbringing of children. So you give birth to a child, and you bring the child up in a way that the person will become responsible.
Yeah.
If you read social science, they talk about socialization. So training up a child in a way that the child will become a responsible adult in the society. You know, I always say that children are born with a lot of vices. David said, "In sin I was conceived." And so human beings are born with a desire to do evil. So everybody needs a parent, either biological parent or somebody who is a surrogate, to help that individual to navigate life.
The seasons.
Yeah, because if you are left on your own, you'll be worse. You'll be worse. A child without a guide will amount to nothing. And so therefore, parenting is the act of raising, so to speak, a child to become useful to society. And so when we say godly parenting, we are looking at those who know their God, who, according to the Bible, will do exploits. They would be able to raise their children in the fear of God. I raised an issue about the parents of Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. As for Daniel, perhaps he was a little bit older, therefore one could say that he could have done what he did. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were young guys who had been I don't want to use the word kidnapped, but they were prisoners of war, and they found themselves in Babylon, and they found themselves in the king's palace. They were to be trained. But there came a time that they said that we will not bow down to the idol that the king has set up.
Yeah.
They had been trained. When one day I meet their parents in heaven, I will congratulate them. They found themselves in a foreign land, but they had their
The willpower.
The willpower to resist.
Yeah.
They said, we have a God who will save us. But even if our God will not save us, we will not bow down, because they had been taught that we do not worship idols in their home. So parenting is teaching the child, godly parenting is teaching the child the way of God. As the Bible said, train up a child the way he should go. And when he grows, he will not depart from it. There is a Catholic statement that they make.
Okay.
Give me a child at 4, and when he is 40, you can't take him away from me. If you train your child the way he should go, when he grows,
He will
nothing,
never depart from
nothing will take that child.
It's amazing. The godly principles for upbringing, this poor parenting, this ideal child development strategy and models. And he talked about the teens bit, how to handle children with care, parenting, what it means and who a parent is, as we've discussed. There's also a segment on mentoring our children to become effective leaders, the godly way to discipline your child, family life education on the youth and adolescents, giving priority to your children, and beware of the satanic attack on the Christian family. And we can see it as it is played out. When we are back, really, we are diving more into this book and finding out how you and I can really raise godly children, godly seed for the Lord. It's the Writer's Block Talk Show here on this channel. We'll be back.
Congratulations to Vickie. She's been so amazing. She's been able to find a niche for us Christian parents who are just looking for ways to empower and encourage our children.
Seeing kids, parents, teachers coming together to talk about books, to talk about reading. I believe that the little ones who came around today have learnt a lot.
It was amazing, and I loved the part of the kids where you could color, you could build houses out of blocks, make whatever you want.
It's a kind of a marketplace where we brought together both writers to think through and relate to the value of reading.
Today has been awesome. We've been able to introduce more people to the awesome work that Janelle has done. The 2 books were nicely patronized, and we thank you.
Coming face to face and joining many authors who have written amazing inspirational books was an exciting one for me. Also, the active involvement of children, especially at a young age, is a good turning point, especially for this particular program.
With God's help, it's going to get better and bigger. Great job, Bryce's Vlog, and we wish you all the best.
Welcome back from that break. I'm here with Nana Ofori. We are discussing from his book, Godly Parenting, effective parenting techniques and comprehensive guidelines for raising godly children. I have to always read that because it's very important to our discussion. We've learned what parenting is and what godly parenting is also, and how you and I can effectively do this. But Nana, there are different styles when it comes to parenting.
Yeah.
In the olden days, you know that a child was raised by a whole village.
Yeah.
And so you can be passing by and somebody, a neighbor, Mami Penyimu bi owo across the street, Onimo Mami, can correct you on the road even my late father can call somebody and say, why are you dressed like this? Why don't you just go about naked? It's better. He said, oh, mommy, way, if you are naughty, and he would walk there and speak to. It's not like that. So there are different styles of parenting for people. And even in the modern sector, it's even getting more interesting. Let's talk about that.
So in the past, we used to live in communities. Everyone belonged to a family, but we all belong to one society, one community.
Yeah.
And once people got to know that you belong to this home, the interrelationships, this one is somebody's uncle, niece, and all that. So that interconnection, once somebody know that you are related, even if not by blood, but the fact that you are in the same village or community, they owed it a responsibility to ensure that you are brought up well. So there was a conscious effort so far as socialization was concerned in the past. But today, as a result of education, miseducation actually, and overlearning, and because we think that we have modernized and that we have to learn other people's culture, we now have thrown away this unique way of child upbringing. In the past, it would be very difficult to have amongst 10 children, 4 or 5 of them becoming wayward. It was very difficult.
Yeah.
You would only see one wayward, but that one, society will put pressure on the person to even change at a point.
Yeah.
But today, maybe 8 out of 10 can be spoiled within minutes. Because they went to school, they were introduced to new way of life, and nobody, even in school, the kind of discipline that individual children were to go through in order to even finish. By the time you come out, you realize that the school has indeed passed through you. But these days, people go to school and they just pass through the school without allowing the school to pass through them. Discipline is down because when a teacher should discipline somebody's child, the person can be summoned to go to court. So many things. And so people are now quarreling. You don't want to, you don't talk about anybody's issue, but it is worrying.
Yeah.
We may have to go back to the norms in the past where we were there for each other. I said in my earlier statement that my school teacher, who attended the same school with my mom in JSS, he would discipline me. And when I asked that, say, you gave 3 lashes, he said, I gave you 5 because I know your mother. The explanation he gave me was that my mom was very good when she was in school. She was topping the class, and he expected me to emulate my mom, but I wasn't doing that. I was the ruffian type. I was doing all kinds of things. When I was in JSS, I was very stubborn, very, very stubborn. Tell me to stand here by the time you come, I'm off there. There was no particular Friday that you find me in school. I was telling my wife just yesterday or 2 days ago that I will go to a Doom, Kumasi, and enter every shop, the Lebanese shops, and be asking them prices of goods. I didn't have money, and when I'm going, I have my friends with me. They used to call me a mema because no many thing. But there were checks and balances even in the school. The teachers were checking me here and there. You go to the house, people will try to push you to the right, so that somebody like me, for me to be able to go to school, to continue, it didn't come cheap. If any child should try what I did in JSS, they will fall off. They will fall off. There is no way you can progress. But in those days, even when I went to SS, my auntie, so my family intentionally made me attend a day school instead of a boarding school.
Okay, so
I had
that you
admission
can be
to go
monitored.
to Kumasi High. They said no. That place, no. I also had admission to go to Osei-Tutu. They said no. They rather took me to a day school very close to Bantama, so that after school I'll come back home. So there was certain structures in place too. But these days people just raise up. I always say that you must understand your child before you put him in a particular school. Before they go to the boarding school, you don't say wholesale. Everybody is telling their child. If you don't know your child and what they can do and what they can become, you end up spoiling that child. What they did to me was as a result of my uncle, one of my uncles, when he went to Opukwari, he was introduced to marijuana by another relative of his. And that was the end of his academic life. And so they were very careful with me. And
So
any
it
other
doesn't
child who
repeat.
would go to. So sometimes when certain things happen to somebody, it is as a result of the previous experience that the parent had. And sometimes when you are sharing some of these things, people think that if you say that, as for me, I won't let my child do A and B, people think that perhaps you are afraid. But if you don't fear anything, you will end up in prison. Your child will suffer. So the element of fear must be there to guide you, even as a parent.
So what would you say was the parenting style for your parents?
Autocratic. Autocratic. My mom will take no for an answer. It is what she said. My dad same. If they say do this. The first time I was lashed, I was asked to what I was doing at a particular point in time. I was chewing corn. I was eating corn. I said I wasn't doing anything, and that ended up in me being lashed for the first time with the king, because I had lied. Why is it that you are engaged in an activity? You should mention the activity. So that was the kind of training I went through. I stayed with a pastor who was a family member, and I don't know the terms and conditions my mom gave him when
you were there.
It was like Hannah taking Samuel to Eli's house, and perhaps told him that Akoi, your baby, I remember one time I was lashed, and he said I should say sorry. I said, I want to kill me. So the regime I went through was the military type of regime. And it helped me.
I was just about to say, would you say that a parent who is exercising this kind of style will suffice in our time?
You must exercise whatever you do with circumspection. The children of today are different from ours. They learn faster. They do appreciate certain things. If you are able to sit them down and talk to them, perhaps they would understand. In those days, knowledge was not there, and so they did things out of but I don't think that parents should be so laissez-faire and allow their kids to go dictate to them. A parent who allows the child to dictate to him will end up finding lawyers for him when they grow up, because the child, as I said, does not know where you have come from. They don't understand the world more than you do. You have gone through a lot of experiences. That is why God has given him to you, so that you would train and bring up. And one thing is that the child you are raising is going to compete with other people's children, going to be in the home with another person's child, going to be at the workplace with other people's children. How is the child going to accommodate these different characters and different individuals? And it all boils down to the training, the kind of training you give to the child. When you see people coordinating, working together, it means when they were growing up, their children brought them to appreciate togetherness, working as a team. There are some people, they want to go solo. They don't want anybody to be with them. And so it tells you the kind of training they received when they were growing up. There are people who have certain kind of mindsets. Whatever they do is aggression. It's part of the upbringing. It's part of the upbringing. And so we must train our children in such a way that we must have it at the back of our mind that I'm sending my child to the rest of the world. How is that child going to fare in the competition that is going on? How is the person going to relate with people? life is about relationship.
Yeah.
So if you don't train or you don't raise up your child well, you miss the training, your child will miss out in the larger society.
Is this question? One day the world would ask your child, whose child are you?
Yes.
When your name is mentioned, will it be for a good deed or for a bad one? And that's really food for thought.
Yes.
You talked about the 4 sequences of godly parenting.
Yeah.
I thought that was really mind-blowing. I told you this book gave me several ideas on how, to go about my next book. And so what are these 4 sequences?
Okay, so for the first sequence is telling. Every parent must tell the child what they know, what they have heard from God, what they have read from the Bible. Tell them about God, His love, and daily provisions. Tell them to follow and love Him as you do. So you must tell your child something about God. You are the first person to tell your child about God. As a godly parent, you should introduce your child to God. You should, and after telling, before that, you realize that the scripture that I quoted was Judges 13, 1 to 24, 25, where Samson's mother was told by an angel of God all she needed to do to Samson. And she needed to pass on this. Elizabeth also received instruction concerning her son John.
That's right.
So when John was giving birth to Elizabeth, told John that you are a forerunner of Jesus. You are supposed to introduce Jesus to the world. That is what the angel told me. Mary was also told something specific about the her unborn child Jesus. That he was going to be the savior of the world. So when she gave birth to him, she started telling Jesus right from the how do we call it, the manger, that you are the savior of the world. Even though this is where you find yourself, you are the savior. And that imprinted something in him. If you don't tell your child that this is what God has said about you to me, they would look for their self-images with others. That is why a lot of people come and you see that he started playing football. He has a name, but he wants to pick Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, leaving their own identities for people to direct them. Then also teaching. Teach them to adapt lives worthy of God as children of God. You teach them. Teaching is very important. You don't just tell them what to do. You must be there to teach. Teaching is guiding. Teaching is instructing. Teaching is showing the way. When you teach, they learn. When you tell them about what you know about God, that we pray when we wake up, you pray. When you are in need, you do this, and they learn. It will be with them forever. Then participating. After telling and teaching, you must also participate. You must involve yourself in whatever they are doing. You direct by as you participate in it, they learn, they copy. And once they pick it up, it is. Parents must allow their children to do what is right and support them as they grow up gradually, then delegating. As after telling and teaching and participating, you must now let them act. Do it so that you observe. If you don't do that, they would always depend on you. Or mommy will do it for me. Mommy will always do it for me. There are stages that you let them, you do it for them to see. There are stages that you let them do it so that they will also build the confidence in order to do it in future.
And even allow them to make all the mistakes that they can pick up the pieces
the most difficult thing with most of parents today is that they are afraid because of the fear of the mistake their children will make. They won't let them do anything at all.
But we all make mistakes.
That is it.
And so you don't have to be afraid to allow your children to also learn from their mistakes. I'm here with Nana Ofori discussing from his book, Godly Parenting. We're going for TWB nuggets and book bars. When we are back, we wrap up this session. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to TWB Nugget. We began a new series titled How to Improve Your Child's Reading and Writing Skills. We shared our first tip last week and said that children learn by what they see. And so, it is imperative parents and guardians learn to be good examples. Your love for reading will automatically ignite reading interest in your child. Our tip for today is, let your children choose. Give your children, and especially adolescents, the chance to choose the books they want to read. If they aren't engaged, reading will become a chore rather than a cherished practice. Endeavor to show interest in the book they choose as well, and read with them if possible. This will give you and your child different topics to share and discuss at any point in time. This will also create great bond between you and your child, and it will also help build their confidence. And that is our tip for today. Tune in next week for another key tip on how to improve your child's reading and writing skills.
My question is, what is purpose? How did you discover yours?
Purpose is what you have set out to do, what you are, God created you basically on earth to come and do. So if you were created to be a teacher, to impact life in different ways, and you decide to be a doctor, you will still achieve the purpose. But is that your purpose?
When I was a child, I knew very seriously that my purpose was to be a fairy. Good. At least it wasn't too loud. Thank you. You too, you did well. He was like, And I'm serious. And I am constantly, every day, striving to be a fairy. But you know, of course, whenever people would ask me, what do you want to be? It's kind of like our little lady that said she wanted to be a princess. And I think that for me, and I think for many people, what our purpose is or what we want to be can be quite abstract in what our understanding is of it, right? But actually, even the most abstract purpose can be quite specific.
Being an artist, my love was in graphic designing, and from graphic designing I realized that my purpose was to communicate information with illustration and images, basically. And so as it kept changing, go here, go there, come there, I never thought I'll be a lawyer. It never crossed my mind. Being a doctor or anything never crossed my mind. But anytime I wanted to talk to people or communicate to people about something, and that is how I think God helped me to find my purpose.
Yes, it says purpose is the reason for which something exists and the aims or goal for that thing. As a child, Bible says that children are a gift from God. As parents here, the children that we have, God has given them to us as a gift. And every gift that is given to you, you must know that that gift is so precious and it comes with value. And so the little boy we saw in the video, we saw that he had written something down. He was trying to identify a purpose, a goal, a vision. And he was able to look at how he was swingling around. Okay, so as a child, one thing we need to do or get to know is that God has given each and every one of us a talent, which is within our purpose. If you are able to identify this talent, Bible says that your talent will bring you before kings and queens. So, first of all, What is your talent? Your talent is something you find it easy to do. So for instance, if you can sing, know that is your talent. You have to nurture it, grow it. Talk to your parents about it. Let them find a coach to help you. And gradually you see that you become very perfect in that.
Hello everybody, my name is Reverend Pauline. I am the lead pastor for Your Kingdom Word Publications. And this is my first time at the Boys, Girls and Parents Symposium, which is organized this year at the La Palm Beach Hotel. And I must say, it's been extremely amazing. Our facilitators were top-notch. The organization was superb. I am a child coach, a youth advocate, and a child development person. But what I have come to learn here is enormous. I want to recommend this particular event for you. Anytime you hear it being announced, please gather your children and bring them on board. They are going to learn so much. I believe their lives would never be the same. God bless Vickie and the team.
My name is Rachel Jeremy Sego. I attend Outside Academy in Joroni. Today I made a lot of friends and I did a lot of activities like painting, drawing, and crafting.
Welcome back. This is the Writer's Blog talk show right here on this channel. Please follow us on all our social media platforms as you see on the screen. Make sure you are liking, make sure you are commenting, make sure you are sharing. I'm here with Ofori discussing from his book, Godly Parenting. We've gone deep into it. And, you know, we've heard stories. Nana, it has been really a big challenge. You know, our book club and our kiddie events and all the stuff that we do. We've seen how children are evolving and how others are also picking up pieces from others, even outside of the sect. And how some parents are calling in to say, my child is traumatized because another child in their school, in their class has shown them a certain video. Either they can't talk, they don't know what to do, and it's really a challenge. You shared 18 pragmatic areas to consider in training our children.
Yeah.
I think we can brush through a few of them.
Yeah. I think the motivation came from Proverbs 14:12.
Okay.
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So we said that you should train. The first is to train godly children the right way.
Okay.
Because we are born with decided biases towards evil. If you allow the child to go his own way, he will definitely go the way of the
world.
Evil. Yeah, they will never do the right thing. And so we must let them go the right way. The right way is directing them towards God, towards the purposes of God for their lives. And once we feel in that, the child will lose a lot. If you miss the right way, Jesus said, I am the way. And so you must let the child follow the footsteps of Christ. You must introduce the child to Christ. They should imbibe in them the Christ-like nature.
Okay.
So that as they grow, people would say that I have seen Jesus pass by. I have seen Jesus pass by, because even though they've never heard of Jesus or seen Jesus, but this child is exhibiting all the characteristics of Christ Jesus.
Wonderful.
And so we must train them the right way.
Yeah.
Then the second training is train up your child with all tenderness, affection, and patience. If you don't have that tender heart, you will never be able to train a child. Yeah. So even if you are most godly parents, they will discipline their children from that kind of tender-heartedness.
Yeah.
That if I don't do this to him, he will end up wayward.
Yeah.
And so we must have that kind of patience and affection for the child, that this what I'm doing will not destroy him, but rather will improve upon his life. There are certain times they said that if you don't take action at the right time, you will regret in future. And so when they pick up certain tendencies as they grow in their early or formative stages, you must correct them there and then so that they will not repeat those actions. When children realize that what they did, they were never reprimanded, even though it was wrong. Once you let them go, they think it is good. So it serves as a reinforcement. The next time they will do. But once you talk about it or reprimand them, they will know that this one is not good. I've always said that parenting is talking all the time. Whenever they do the wrong thing, if you fail to say that this is wrong, it gives them, it boosts their morale. Oh, what's for this? When I did it, nobody said anything. So the next time they will do double. Yeah. So you must always be watchful. If you cannot observe what they are doing, you close your mind to whatever they are doing. You are wasting their life in so many ways.
A bishop of mine, I mean, when I started having children, mentioned how children can be manipulative. You know, and how we ought to correct them from the word go.
Yes.
So I'll put you in your court, and I expect you to be here. I'll put all the other things around you. I come, you are somewhere else. I'll ask you why. And those times I remember my cousins would come and say, Vickie, we are but it's a way of bringing them to the point of becoming aware that here is not where mommy says I should be. I ought to be here. And so starting them off really is the way to go. And then you talked about training them with an abiding persuasion on your mind that much depends upon you. You talked about Apostle Nyamite's quote. Let me just quote it. He said, the real potency of a man is not in his ability to impregnate a woman, but his potency lies in mentoring his offspring to be like him or above him.
Yes. You know, much depends on you as a parent. In fact, all depends on you. God gave you that child with a certain foreknowledge that you'll be able to do something for the child. God, when he was about entering Sodom and Gomorrah, visited Abraham and told the angels, they asked him, why is it that you are going to Abraham's house? He said, I'm going to this man because I know that he will direct and order his children after me. God knew Abraham and what he could do ahead of time. Because in the life of Abraham, you know, Abraham's father was an idol worshipper. And so Abraham was going to be a fetish priest eventually. But Abraham had a friend who he shared about God. Abraham told, the friend was worried that Abraham was not giving birth. The wife was not conceiving because Abraham's father was giving fertility dolls to people to give birth. And that friend of his had even gone for his and had a child. Your father can give people fertility dolls and they can give birth.
What's up with you?
So what is up with you? And Abraham told him that my father, whatever he's doing is fake. There is a real God beyond the ziggurat. The ziggurat was a place of worship. If you have watched Apocalypse or whatever, that movie, the place where they were slaughtering human beings, that's a typical example of a ziggurat. So a place of worship. And he was pointing to him that beyond this ziggurat is a God, a living God, who gives real children. And that is the bonding that Abraham established with God. Even though his father was a fetish priest, he knew in his mind that there was a God bigger than his father's. And so God knew what Abraham, every parent, God has linked your child's future and destiny in your hands.
That's right.
That is why when the angel visited Samson's mother, the angel told her specific directions about how she should raise Samson. Same with Elizabeth, same with Mary. And so your child's destiny, your child's future is linked to you in so many ways. And so if you fail to raise him or bring him up to scratch, you have wasted God's investment in you as a parent.
Lord have mercy. And it's a great call. It's a great responsibility. And you and I cannot. We're always saying we're grooming our girls. And then we see our boys doing stuff and we are saying to ourselves, how do we help our children, our girls, to be so well equipped to marry men who don't know even where they are going or even understand the God they are serving to even lead their family? So there's so much that we ought to learn from this book, and you have to grab a copy. Train them with habits of diligence and regularity at church service. Sometimes we just carry the children there and we watch them to play video games and things as we get connected to God somehow. Train your children with a habit of faith, a habit of prayer, a habit of obedience. Train your children with a habit of hard work and value for money.
Yes.
And this bit, sometimes I think we miss it.
Yeah.
People feel that it's okay for a Christian to be broke.
Oh.
If you talk about money or you're doing well, you're driving a good car, there must be something somewhere. And so we don't help our children to even harness their own creative abilities that can even fetch them, something. Let's talk about that.
So,
because I know you're entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I stayed with the pastor I was talking about, I used to sell early morning. I used to sell. People brought them soap, so I was selling soap before I went to school.
Okay.
I would sell. So as for business, I was born into it.
Okay.
God will not come and put money in anybody's pocket. There was a time I asked God for money. He told me, I've given you the grace to write books.
You see?
I heard it directly. So you don't just sit down and fold your arms and money will come. Our children need to learn from us that the kind of things we do is what brings food on the table. So they must learn from this. Even Jesus Christ, his father taught him carpentry.
Yeah. Yeah. Train your children with a habit for home-based and household chores. Don't let the boys sit with their fathers and watch soccer and the ladies in the kitchen cooking and cleaning. It's not the best. Okay. Train your children with the habit of always speaking the truth. And I think Nana shared something about that. And so many other tips. 18 solid tips that will help you and I. As we wrap up, Nana, the devil is at it. Yeah. There's really an agenda. You can tell from what's happening around. We are losing our young children. It's all about social media. They put the cameras there. Some are naked. Some are speaking their minds however they feel they should.
Yeah.
All kinds of things are happening. And I'm saying to myself, how best can we help our children and our parents even understand what the devil is up to?
All right. So the agenda to destroy the home has been a satanic plan right from the fall of man. And every act towards this is to take the authority of the man away from him, so that when the man loses his authority, the home can easily be destroyed. If you go to America right now, a lady can just report that my husband has done this. Without any verification, the man can be thrown out of the house.
Yeah.
A child can pick up a phone and call the police. My mom insulted me, my mom lashed me.
And that's the end.
And that's the end. And all these things are some of the satanic agenda against the home, just to destroy the home. And I've forgotten the name of this, Alice Bay. The 10-point agenda by Alice Bailey is that to take God and prayer out of the education system, which is ongoing, reduce parental authority over the children, destroy the Judeo-Christian family structure or the traditional Christian family structure. If sex is free, that is point 4, then make abortion legal and make it easy. Make divorce easy and legal. Free people from the concept of marriage for life. Make homosexuality an alternative lifestyle. Then 7, debase art, make it run mad. Use media to promote and change mindset. Then create an interfaith movement. An interfaith movement where we can say that this one is...
and it's happening.
Yeah. Christians and Muslims can be in the same place to worship. Then get government to make all these laws and get a church to endorse these changes.
May the Lord have mercy and help us. You're very fine now.
So what I'm finally, I want to thank you and your team for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share with the rest of the world what is in the book. I would recommend that it takes a long time and a lot of effort to put the books together.
Yeah.
The main idea is that people should read. There is a saying that if you want to hide something good from the African, put it
inside your book.
But I think you are doing so well by helping humanity read and appreciate reading. And we hope and pray that people will buy the books and read so that as we are raising our kids, they will also do same.
Yeah.
So that when our kids grow up with their kids and they meet one anywhere, they'll be able to live in peace. God bless.
God bless you too. Nana Ofori's number is on there. You can always reach out to him. 2 numbers. Maybe you want him to come and speak to your youth. He has a way with children. He has a way with the teens. It's been awesome since we've had him as part of our resource persons for the Writers Blog and our various activities. Parents, this is a clarion call to us. Rise up and face the enemy head on by raising children that God can use as weapons in their time. Once again, Anna, thank you so much. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Bless. Thank you, William. Thank you, Lady Franca, for giving us this amazing space. Cappuccino. Details on your screen. Come here and make sure you're enjoying yourself however you can. I'm Vickie Amoah. We're back next week with yet another exciting edition. The Writers Blog, we say, read, write, indulge your mind.
Thank you for listening to and watching the Writers Blog talk show on this channel. The book review show is designed with you and your child in mind. For enquiries about how you can sponsor, partner, advertise, or have your book reviewed on the show, call or send an SMS, Telegram, or WhatsApp message to +233 552 535 036 or +233 208 428 322 or send an email to writersbloggh@gmail.com. Follow us on social media: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, podcast at Writers Blog GH or The Writers Blog Talk Show. Visit our website www.thewritersbloggh.com. Join us next time for another exciting edition. The Writers Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.